Long time no here, ladies and gentlemen. It is yours truly, Welly F, aka Moriarty, with some red pill content for the day. I really felt like this video was only necessary due to the fact that I don't like being super inconsistent, so there's really no topic at hand. Or could there be? Look, in the last couple of weeks, just like anybody that is mildly observant, I just sit back and I just let the world unfold around me. And I have realized that in the last couple of weeks, in my honest opinion, I would actually have to say that male standards have dropped to the point of real disappointment, I'd have to say. I've had plenty of videos where I've already talked about how I truly believe that the regression of women is really at the fault of men due to their lack of testicular fortitude. And it really sucks because I'm a firm believer that if men would just step up to the plate and make the demands that modern day women make, a lot more men would have less to bitch about, and you would actually be able to see a trend in making women great again. And as controversial as that statement is, it's really the truth, because I've had conversations with younger men. I mean, men that are 17, 18. I would even, say, young men as in 16-year-olds, because at the end of the day, these are young men. I mean, that's their ultimate journey, is to inevitably be a man. And I'm even hearing conversations with them where they're looking at the girls around them and they're just like, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. It's like, you're telling me, well, society is telling me that I need to get a good job, get a nice house, get married to a nice, decent woman. But where are the nice, decent women at? There are no nice, decent women around me, because if I'm looking at these girls and if I'm paying any attention, they're trending downwards. These females are trending downwards, and it's even being noticed by young males that aren't even in college yet. If these young ladies are already trending downwards in high school, and if you already know how I feel about that Netflix trash, that cuties, you already see 11 and 12-year-olds that are fascinated with being thoughts already. They find thottery fascinating, and that is their ultimate goal. But it's still being disguised as liberation, and you expect men to want to marry you or to see marriage as the ultimate opportunity. Why would any self-respecting man want to marry somebody that is already exhibiting whore tendencies at the age of 14? The only type of man that would want to do that is a pussy beggar. And we all know what pussy beggars are. Pussy beggars are I guess the mainstream way of looking at it, they're simps. They'll do anything that they can in order to get a crumb of vagina. I saw a post on YouTube the other day, and I'll put it up, and I'm really just paraphrasing here. Men are starved for attention these days. And these same men, young men with enough sense to realize that these young thoughts aren't worth marrying, these young men, unfortunately, may become the same men that are so starved for attention that they settle for these thoughts. causing the ultimate downward trend for society. And like I was saying in the beginning, if a man is so starved for attention that he no longer has standards, there goes the ripple effect. These are scary times that we're living in. And the people up top that are laughing at this social experiment because it doesn't really affect them, I really wish them the worst, because there are people out there that genuinely want to live a nice, wholesome life. All men out there don't want a woman on their side that they can control. All men out there aren't beating the crap out of women because the woman is a woman he can't control. You know, and I don't even want to say all men. Like, that is very, very rare that your average man is just walking around beating up women, trying to control women, catcalling women. That is a very small subgroup of women. Of men. And unfortunately, with there being so many women experiencing this, they automatically assume that this is a male norm. When in actuality, your average male these days are pretty freaking shy. A lot of males these days will not cold approach a woman if they're not intoxicated. A lot of men these days, they're coming on YouTube trying to figure out how to pick up women. The small minority of men that are disrespectful, that are the opposite of wholesome, they have a megaphone. Their activities are amplified due to the fact that if you have 1 in 5 men that are aggressive, disrespectful, but then you have 3 out of 5 women walking around like whores that look easy, that 1 in 5, those 3 in 5 women are speaking for, they're speaking for the female collective. So everybody's confused. We're not getting to the point where everybody is able to speak as individuals and state what they experience. But I'm sorry. Go on Twitter, go on Reddit, go on Instagram or whatever. You may see your community thought complaining about the male attention that she gets. But let's remember, this chick is pretty common. And when you're a community thought, you're going to get treated like a community thought. And I'm going to conclude on this. The respectful working woman, it's really hard to tell them apart from the community thought these days. So therefore, and when I say that, just think about the 80s and 90s when the respectable working woman, the classy woman, had a certain look versus the community thought. Nowadays, you want to call it nuance? You can't tell the respectable woman apart from the community thought. The modern woman is just melting together and they're all looking the same. So unfortunately, when that subgroup of aggressive, disrespectful guys, those overly aggressive guys are coming at you, that's all you know, because that's all you're really attracting. Unfortunately, when you're perceived as the community thought, the uppity, bougie, ghetto, truly sipping thought, like, you're only gonna attract a certain type of man. That quote unquote regular chill guy. And I'm not gonna say nice guy because I don't believe in the nice guy BS. I'm just saying, like, your average chill guy that isn't a pussy beggar even. He's just really just minding his own business, and he kind of feels like the woman of his dreams will just fall in his lap. That guy, he's not aggressively chasing you, because in all honesty, he automatically knows that you're probably a uppity bitch that won't give him the time of day, because he doesn't have six figures, he doesn't have high status, and he probably doesn't have off the chart looks. So therefore, he doesn't bother even trying. So no, it's not the nice guy. These are just the guys that you would call incels, and you won't give them any attention anyway, so they've pretty much just given up. That's why I'm here. Because at the end of the day, this channel is pro-male, and I'm really just here to let guys know I understand. The juice is not worth the squeeze. Why bother trying? Find delight in your hobbies. Find delight in helping others. Find delight in just pursuing your purpose. Because once again, these days, women just aren't worth it. You might look up. You might find that unicorn. But what are the chances? Anyways, it's nice talking to you as always. And don't forget, hit that bell, subscribe, comment if you will. And hopefully I hear from you again. Hopefully you hear from me again soon. But either way, until we meet again.